New disturbing details about the murder of a 3-year-old girl in Rensselaer, in a case prosecutors are calling heinous and horrifying. And tonight we're learning more about the very young victim. Kumi Tucker was in court for the arraignment of Robert Fisher in Troy.
Investigators say this is a terribly disturbing case, and a 3-year-old girl lost her life, Josefina Cunningham. Robert Fisher stood in front of Judge Deborah Young this morning in Rensselaer County Court. He pleaded not guilty to rape and murder charges. There was a sizable presence of police, fire, and EMS in memory of the 3-year-old victim. On the morning of July 7th, emergency crews were called by her mother to an apartment on Broadway in Rensselaer for an unresponsive child. Prosecutors say the little girl was foaming at the mouth. 3-year-old Josefina Cunningham was pronounced dead at the hospital.
The fact that the age of the victim alone is difficult. You know, a lot of the fire guys, a lot of the police people have young children at home. So that alone is difficult. And then, you know, it's a homicide. You know, somebody lost their life.
The small town of Rensselaer, New York was shaken to its core as news of a 3-year-old girl's brutal murder spread. Josefina Catherine Cunningham, a vibrant young girl with her whole life ahead of her, was tragically taken on July 7th, 2023. Her older brother, Jyquan Stewart, now seeks justice for his beloved sister and to raise awareness about her story. The suspect, Robert Fisher, a man with an extensive criminal history and the boyfriend of Josefina's mother, is currently awaiting trial for rape and murder. Josefina's death has had a profound impact on her family and left them seeking answers and closure. Stewart has created an Instagram page dedicated to his little sister's memory and to ensure that her story is not forgotten. According to authorities, Josefina was raped sometime between the night of July 6th and the morning of July 7th, which ultimately caused her death. Despite first responders' efforts, she could not be revived and was pronounced dead at Albany Medical Center. Meanwhile, Fisher was detained after attempting to interfere with police operations at the scene and faces charges of obstruction, resisting arrest, and criminal mischief. As the nation mourns another senseless loss of innocent life, Josefina's story serves as a reminder that these tragedies should not be forgotten, but recognized as part of our nation's history. Following a thorough investigation, the charges against Fisher were elevated to first-degree aggravated sexual abuse, third-degree assault, and endangering the welfare of a child. The courtroom erupted in shock as Fisher pleaded not guilty during his arraignment, drawing audible gasps from even the victim's own family members.
Prosecutors say Fisher was a friend of her mother. They would not give details about the cause of death other than to say it was homicidal violence as a result of the sexual assault.
I can speak for myself and probably everyone behind me. This has been absolutely heinous and horrific, something that the normal investigator, the normal prosecutor doesn't anticipate. So it's been very hard for everyone. The innocence of the child, the brutality of the act, which we can't comment specifically on at this point.
Fisher was sent to jail with no bail. After the arraignment, there was some shouting and fighting outside the courtroom, but some family members want the focus to be on this little girl, the victim in this case, 3-year-old Josefina, or Josie, a sweet little girl with bright eyes and a beautiful smile. Her mother says she's her little angel, taken away from us way too soon.